All right, good afternoon. So good to be here today. We have three basic things to do, or two basic things to do today. One is for me to go through the blog that came out yesterday, go through the blog. Then the next thing is to talk about our subject of this, which is what kind of team player are you? It is very, very essential for our community to know the kind of team player that we are, and to also know the kind of team players that are around us, in order for us to be able to avoid there's any kind of a negative team member from or within the community. So we are going to go all of that. But before we would progress, I would want to say a big thank you to Mr. David Jones, the friendly marketer. I want to say very, very big thank yous to him. In one of his broadcasts, he did a broadcast on how to get your thumbnails, for your YouTube channel. And ever since the period he did that, I have been still working, though, learning to use the process, the app that he taught with. And to be very frank, I am grateful. Thank you, Mr. David Jones. It was an awesome one, and I am still growing in process. Now, away from that, we should also know that migration is still ongoing. Migration is ongoing, and the cookie redemption reward, cookie reward redemption will be ending in this month of May. All right, it will be ending in this month of May, and to kick off again somewhere in November. To kick off somewhere again in November. So we just need to know that, and we know that for us to partake in any of these, the cookie reward redemption or the migration process, we would have to pay our $10 admin fee for our Kringle Cash back office, and our wallet fee is a one-time $10 payment for both the Kringle Cash back office and the wallet. All right. Away from that, let's quickly dive in to the blog. Okay, there's a blog that came out today, May 25th. Actually, today is May 25th, 2018, and we have like 6 days away. Is it 6 or 5 days away to the end of the month? All right, so just that we know that we are 5 days away. Our next send button meeting is for Monday 28th, and the time is 3 p.m. Nigeria time, but general the time is 7 a.m. PDT time. All right, the link for those of us who have send button, go to your Kringle Cashback, Kringle Cashback office, and go down. You see the send button meeting. Open it, and you will find the link there. All right, so let's quickly go straight into the blog, what the blog said. Now, the blog has this caption: our new members can now set up a new wallet. Our new members can now set up a new wallet. Welcome, new members. Welcome, new members. A new member, sorry, that's not what it says. Let's go to what it says. Any new member that joined since April 30th, 2018 can now set up a new wallet. You joined since April 30th, you can now set up a new wallet. If you haven't already paid the $10 admin fee, then you will need to go to your account area in the back office of Kringle Cash website. Okay, and complete payment and wait for the status of that payment to show paid. Right? Any new member that have not paid, you just go to your Kringle Cash back office, go to your menu, open your menu. In your menu, you'll see your account. Click your account and make your payment. Make your payment. There are various ways to pay. You can either pay with Bitcoin, you can pay with Litecoin, or you can pay with Ethereum. Any of these coins you can use for payment. All right, admin accepts any of these. All right, so where were we? Okay, so where were we? Okay, now when you have done that payment, you have to wait. You have to wait a day, 24 hours for your account to show paid. It can show paid instantly, hopefully, or it can just take some extra hours before it shows paid. But until it shows paid, you just have to wait. When it shows paid, once payment status shows paid, then a new wallet item will show up in the menu of Kringle Cash, and you can click on it, or you can click on that. You can click on that and complete the send button test. All right. As soon as your wallet has shown, your Kringle Cash status has shown paid, you can there's a new where is it now? A new wallet item will appear on your Kringle Cash back office. You need to just click on it and complete the send button test and a new wallet registration. You click on it, complete the test, and a new wallet registration. Welcome to a hassle-free web wallet. Admin is saying, welcome to a hassle-free web wallet experience and to the community, or sorry, to the TBC community. So for all new members, we are saying welcome to our community. All right. Today we will be looking at the subject, what kind of team player are you? Whew, that's a big one. Okay. Though it may not look so important, but the basic truth is it is important. Okay? It is important that I know the kind of team player that I am. It is also important that you know the kind of team player that you are. It's also important to know the kind of team player that are around us in the community. We have seen cases in previous time where we discovered some team players within the community started going gaga. Okay, they started acting opposite. They started acting poisonous to the community. Okay, so it is essential that we identify them in time and be able to quickly, if we are connected, to be able to quickly detach ourselves. All right. So for every organization, every community, there is a definite workload. Now, I am going to be doing this presentation with one of the okay, at least I think it's found in Kringle Cash back office. I think so. It is found in Kringle Cash. It's an animation of progress of a group of team working together. All right. So I'll be doing a presentation on that, and just to remind the community of us working together. All right. So for every organization, every community, there is a definite workload. We must know that there's a workload. Even as we are moving on to a superb, super speed, new blockchain, new coin network, we should know that manners are not just going to fall from heaven. We should know that things are not just going to fall into place by itself automatically, but that there is a workload. Okay, we should have that at the back of our mind. That is a workload that would occur. Okay, that we would have to bear or perform, better still. Okay, so there's a workload, and normal, it is said that no machine in the universe is 100% perfect. There's no machine in the world that is 100% perfect. Okay, so we should know that as much as there is workload, there are still going to be many challenges. Challenges help us grow. Challenges aren't bad. Challenges are not they are not bad situations, or they are not bad events that destroy us. No. To challenges brings out what we contain. Okay, the challenges are like our mirror. They mirror what we are internally. If we are full of energy and we're positive, challenges are going to reflect those energies and is going to reflect this positivity. But if we have the opposite, the challenges are just there to make us see who we are. All right, challenges are also they're also present to help us grow. Okay, that's to the positive person. The challenges are there, they help us grow. All right, but to a negative person, the challenges will crush them. Okay, so challenges aren't free from any society. It aren't free from any kind of community. Challenges are bound to be. Even in any business, guys, we will experience challenges. It is bound to happen. Okay, so many challenges to overcome, and finally, many goals to be achieved. We have a lot of goals to achieve together. We have a lot of goals to achieve. Okay, as a community, we have a lot of goals set ahead of us. They might not have been all revealed yet. Okay, but I know that as we make progress, the admin will begin to unveil the goals that we would be achieving. Take, for instance, there is our ultimate goal is getting to 1 billion members. You should know that right now. Okay, so getting to 1 billion duly registered members, duly in the sense that they have paid their $10 admin fee. Okay, now there's another goal, very huge, exciting goal, which is coming next year when we are celebrating our 3rd year anniversary, and is a cruise. Okay, that's also a goal. So many goals are yet to come. Okay, so we have goals to be achieved, not as a single entity, but as a community. As a community, we bring our energies together. All right, so having known that, let's make progress. Now, the next question will now be, who will help you get there? Who will help you get there? Okay, now that we know all of this, who are those that are going to help us get there? Would you help us get there? Are you going to help us? Am I going to help us get there? All ambitions that are there, are we going to help us get there? Or we are just going to sit, fold our hands, and see what happens? Okay, so that's a question. While I was preparing these acts, there was a question that popped in my mind, and the question is that simple. Wouldn't you want to be a billionaire? Okay, wouldn't you want to have enough to help people around you? Wouldn't you want to see that this goal, this mission is achieved? Wouldn't you? That's a question to all TBians. With a sincere heart, wouldn't you? I've seen a lot of people say, which is also true, TBC works for me. Yes, TBC works for me. So wouldn't you want us to achieve all of this? If your answer is yes, then we have to know what we must do. Now, as I studied the animation, I came to discover that there are 5 personalities. There are 5 personalities in this community, as in a whole community, in an organization. If you break the people, good afternoon, Ms. Panel. If you break the people into categories, you find out that they fall into these 5 categories in any community. All right, and I want to talk about the 5 personalities and their qualities. Now, the very first personality that comes into the picture, you see him, you see a cat. There's a cat that needs to be moved from point A to point B. Just as we are as a community, we all started at point A, we are to move to point B. Okay, point B is our land of abundance. Point B is us reaching our full potential, our goal, which is the 1 billion man. Okay. Now, the very first person that appears to carry this cat is the performer. The very first person that came is the performer. Now, the performer has his own quality. The performer is the lead person. And you and I, good afternoon, sir. I can't really get your name right, but good afternoon, so nice to have you. The performer is the lead person. Is the person who have all of the directions on where the cat needs to be. Let me call it the cat. Where the cat needs to be. He has all of the direction. He knows. The person knows all of the what else can I use now? Knowledge. He has all of the knowledge of where the vision needs to be. In other words, the performer automatically covers the vision bearer. Okay, the performer covers the vision bearer. The performer has the vision. Good afternoon, Mr. Stephen Coffey. The performer has the vision in his mind. He knows, or he or she, as the case may be, knows where they ought to be at a certain level of time. Okay, now the performer has some qualities. I think I've mentioned some. One, he knows where to go. The performer knows where to go. He sees the target. Actually, the performer is like an artist. The painting is known, or the image he wants to paint is only known to him and can best be described with his brush and paint. Okay, that's how the performer is. The vision, the image the performer wants to present is known alone to him. Okay, 2, the performer knows what to do and is really pushing. All right, the performer is pushing. He really knows what to do. So because he knows what to do, he's pushing, ensuring that he gets to where he or she wants to get to. Now, if we look at that now, clearly, you will discover that the performer can be likened to the TBC admin. Okay, the performer can be likened to the TBC admin in that all of the pictures, all of the directions are well set out before the admin. All of the directions, what to do, they are all set out before the TBC admin. So the admin can be likened to the performer, right? So that is that about the performer. The next group of people are the highly effective doer. So as we're going through this process, and those of you who watch later and all exhibitions out there, you have to answer the question: in which category do you fall? When we're through with the 5, the very first one I said the performer is the admin. Okay, now the next 4, we have to look at ourselves and ask ourselves, in which of these categories am I falling into, or did I fall into? Okay, so in the next group of persons or team player is the highly effective doer. They are highly effective. These are supporters. These are promoters. Okay? The highly effective doers, they are promoters. They are supporters. They are people who want to see, or who yearns to see, that the work is done. There are people who will not relent until all of the image is totally brought into reality. These are the effective doers. And they have some unique characters. They have some unique qualities. Quality number 1 is they have this immense willingness to work. They have the immense willingness to work, always willing to work, always willing to do, just waiting for the go answer or they are waiting for the pointer or for the performer to say this is where we are heading, and they are on their move. Okay, they have that willingness. And it's so immersed in them. 2, they have the willingness to learn and to grow. They have the willingness to learn and to grow. When we bring it to the community, these are people who always go to the blog. These are people who always study the blog. They want to get informations. They follow the broadcasters. All right? They follow the broadcasters. They are watching them. They are gathering information. They are picking things that will help them grow. They are not just dormant, cold, lukewarm persons in the community. No, but they look for energies, right? They are willing to learn. They are willing to learn. They follow instructions. They look at the performer. They are gathering wisdom. They gather wisdom. They gather ideas. They gather knowledge that will help them become better as a being first, then at what they do. Right? So if you bring that to TBC community, like I said earlier, these are people who will follow the broadcasters. They will follow instructions. They will go to the blog. They study it. All right? They want to improve themselves. I was watching one of Randy Wilson's broadcast, where he said he has read the 7 Habits of Highly Effective People. Is it 7 habits? Okay, yes, it's the 7 habits of highly effective people, and even the 8 habits. All right. Now, hearing that alone, if you have not studied the book, you got to go study it and gather wisdom that will improve you. Gather ideas that will make you better in the community, because we are built what has not been built before. And you need to have all of the positivity, all of the knowledge that can help you. Okay? You go study it. He mentioned the book a very long time ago. He mentioned the book, The Creature from Jekyll Island. Go get it. As he talks, he's leading now. As he talks, we gather knowledge. When he points to a direction, we go check the direction out. Okay? I have the book. To be frank, I have the book. When he mentioned The Creature from Jekyll Island, I went to get it. Okay? I got a soft copy. And before this time, I have the book, The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People, soft copy, hard copy. Okay? The 8 habits, I've read it online, but I want to go get the copy. It is building us, right? So a highly effective doer is always willing to do. They are always willing to do, always willing to take action. The voice also mentioned of Donald Trump's book, Think Like a Billionaire. So, is it Think Like a Billionaire, like a billionaire? Okay, get it. We need it. All right, just get 1, 2, 3 information from there that will form our perception. My friend, Mr. Stephen Covey said, we have that people have to leave the poverty mindset. Now, it is a mindset. The mind is set, meaning it is already formed. So to undo that, the person will need to re-inform himself or herself. Okay, so let me not waste much time on that, because we don't have all of the day today. Okay, the next group of people is or are the less effective doers. Less effective. They do it when they feel like. If they don't feel like, they won't do it. They are not, I'm not in the mood today. Okay, the less effective doers are easily discouraged, easily demotivated. Little thing can just demotivate them. Okay, like apologies, for instance, the bank. Okay, check what it did, as in the fiat exchange to fiat. Just check what happened. A lot of persons became demotivated. Okay, so they want to do it when they are happy. They want to do it when you meet their needs, right? These are who the less effective doers are. Now they have a quality, and the quality is they are somewhat willing to help. They are willing to help somehow, as in not 50% even willing to help, but their contribution is not making much difference. Their contributions are not making much difference, because the individuals are not putting their heart into what they are doing. They are not putting their heart into what they are doing. So we can say they are not fully committed. Okay, So that's for the less effective people. They do it when maybe they are pushed, they are dragged by somebody else, dragged, as in dragging them. Okay? The truth is, you cannot push somebody up the stairways, but you can easily push them down, all right? But we cannot push them up the stairways, because if that person is exerting pressure, then we are going to be slowing down ourselves. How many persons can we push in the community? They just need to be willing to walk up the stairways with us. Okay? Then lastly, the last group of people that I want to look at are the potential trouble source people. This is another group of things. Potential, as in they are dying up, they are a walking bomb. They are walking bomb. They can go off at any point. What are their qualities? They are unstable. Very, very unstable. They go up and down, up and down, up and down, hot and cold, hot and cold. Okay? Such person goes up and down and oscillates between helping and destroying. Such persons, they alternate either to help or to destroy. And 90% of the time they want to destroy, because it is inherent in their nature. The second quality that they have, their influence makes work harder and less predictable to others. They are like obstructing others from coming in. I believe we have seen some in our community recently. I believe we are going to be meeting some. They are obstructing others with their poisonous words, with their actions. They want to limit people from coming in. And most of the time, they hide in the background, playing to be good. Right? So, not to waste much time, we are already up with 3 minutes. We have to really examine ourselves and answer the question, what kind of team player am I? Truth is, if you are not the highly effective doer, if we are not falling into that category, and we are not willing to fall into the category, I think we can just pull out. Okay, that's the best advice. The person can just pull out rather than waste time and disrupt what some group of persons or a group of persons is doing to make the world a better place. I think that best advice will be just pull out, forget about it. Okay, let those who are really effective go on with their job. Don't make the work harder for them. Don't make the job harder for them. That will be my advice today. Until I see us tomorrow by 3 p.m. I started doing Saturday broadcast I forgot that tomorrow is Saturday. Okay, I have to reprogram. I thought tomorrow was Friday. I have to reprogram my slot for tomorrow. I'll see you tomorrow. Stay blessed and bye-bye.